Hey guys, what's up? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders, episode 16 review. Now this episode of JoJo's was actually simple, and it was actually a good episode. I found this to be very enjoyable. It actually had me on like the edge of my seat, or rather on the edge of my hammock, because I was actually on a hammock when I was watching this episode. It was awesome, felt so comfortable. Okay, because I was on vacation, felt really nice. It wasn't anything luxurious, it was just at a camp, a bug-ridden camp. Okay, but this episode, sorry for scratching myself, bug bites for days. Okay, so this episode, it basically just starts off with Eniba dying. Okay, I was gonna mention like that beginning part, but like there's no need. Like obviously not going into detail, because you can honestly say that the first part of this episode, it was slow and it really was unnecessary, but the outcome of it was funny, you know, with the whole, I'll sell this for blah blah blah, I'll sell this for blah blah blah, I'll sell this for blah blah blah. I actually only sell it for blah blah blah, like I don't know the price or the currency, so. But with Eniba, the way she went out was just crazy, dude. Because Dio actually planted a flesh bud in her brain. And that's what it looks like when it's fully grown. It's just tentacles and shit. And the fact that she knew that, no, she didn't know. Like, everyone knew that, okay, Dio betrayed Eniba, like, completely. Because even though she knew, she introduced Dio about the stands, it's not like he's gonna trust her in like any way, shape, or form. And we were under the impression that Eniba was like the right hand. No pun intended, like whatsoever. I realized at the moment I said okay. But we thought she was like the second in command or something. But we see that, yeah, all the stand users that Dio has under his plate are expendable, completely and utterly expendable. Like he really doesn't need them. Like he can easily just find more with his charismatic personality. And the fact that Eniba could have revealed everything about Dio's stand, like right there. I mean, who knows? We still don't know if she actually knew or not, because it's not like Dio would trust her. But she might have had like some information on Dio. And the fact that till her very death, she thought that Dio would never betray her, that Dio was always so trusting towards her. I mean, I guess I have to give credit where credit is due. Eniba, her stand was cool, but as a character, I didn't like her. Again, her stand was cool. I really liked her stand. I like how intricate it was. But I just don't like her. I didn't like her as a character. That's it, really. But I have to give credit where credit is due, and I saw true loyalty in this bitch. Okay. So we got that. Eniba's dead. Another stand user down. Okay. We are introduced to a new stand user known as Steely Dan. Or that's the Japanese way of saying it. I think it was like Dan of Steel. Oh wait, like Man of Steel. I just realized it. Is that like what it's referring to or something? It's referring to something, like I really don't. I heard it's like a reference there. Dan of Steel. Are you serious? But this dude, I don't like him. It's another, just like Eniba, I don't like the character, but I do like the stand. I do like Steely Dan's stand. I really do. Because it can literally like shrink itself. I'm not sure. I think that's its original form, if I remember correctly. Because again, like the Tokyo Ghoul episode, I saw this episode yesterday, so I'm a bit like scatterbrained on it. But I believe that's its original size. It can literally like enter fucking motorcycles. Better shit the fuck up. But it can enter to people's brains through, you know, just I guess anything, like their ears, and basically control their bodies. Not like the way Eniva did with her fog, but what basically this is when, and it's kind of like a voodoo doll. When Steely Dan gets hurt, then Joseph gets hurt, and the stand went like inside Joseph's brain. And this is like another oh shit moment. This is why he had me on like the edge of my hammock, because Joseph, he's been in a tight fucking spot like this before, not just with his wife. Not just with his wife. Holy shit. We're like, okay. With that other stand user before, I forgot what it was, but it was like that little thing on his like arm. So he's been in like tight shit before, where it seemed like he was gonna die. But here, it's another situation where he actually might die. And again, I don't see him dying here. I do see him dying in this part, in part 3, which really fucking sucks if he does, because he's my favorite Joestar thus far. Or rather, favorite JoJo, yeah, favorite Joestar. Hands down, like fucking hands down, favorite Joestar. If he dies, fuck. Shit, we lost a great character. But I don't see him dying here. Just, yeah, I really don't see Joseph dying here. I mean, he's in a tight fucking spot right now, but I really don't see him dying here. But again, I do like the stand. I do like Steely Dan's stand, because, again, it has that voodoo doll effect, like, if I hurt myself, that's gonna hurt this guy. But if Steely Dan gets hurt, then Joseph gets hurt. But the pain that Joseph feels is far worse than the pain that Steely Dan feels. It's like delivered tenfold. We really don't know how much of an effect that we see. It has much more of an effect on Joseph than it has on Steely Dan. So that's basically how it works. That's basically how stand works, and I really like it. It's really interesting. I like how intricate it is. Again, it's just another stand user and it was the same thing with that other guy. Like, he could like turn into people. I think the stand name was Yellow Temperature. Like, I liked that stand because I thought it was actually pretty cool, but I didn't like the stand user, and that's what it is. Most of the time, it's like you get a cool stand, with the exception of Whole Horse. And with Whole Horse, like, whatever happens to him, like, whatever. Honestly, with Whole Horse, I can see, like, Dio killing him, like, somehow, because, again, to Dio, the stand users are, like, expendable. So Whole Horse going back to the base and go like, hey, what's up, Dio, my man? Stab. Like, I can see that, but off topic. Like, way off topic. Okay. Fuck was I talking about? Okay, yeah, that's basically it. Like, how I like the stand, again, with the exception of Whole Horse, but I like the stand, but I don't like the stand user. And Jotaro, yada yada, we didn't get anything. Wow, was that impression not spot on? I mean, I thought it was pretty spot on right there. Yada yada, none of that good grief crap. I expected him to say good grief, but whatever. This dude, and this episode, it was entertaining. It had me on the edge of my hammock, and it's also set up for how Jotaro is gonna beat the living shit out of Steely Dan, because he's gonna bring out the good old Star Platinum. Is gonna be order, like back fists for days. Back fists for days and a bunch. Jab cross. Hook. Uppercuts. Like, all that good shit. So again, it's basically like set up, because Jotaro, he's being used like a freaking tool, because he's being used, like, this dude, he literally got pickpocketed by Steely fucking Dan. He's like, oh, here's your wallet. That's mine now. Folding up, making it rain. It's all mine, bitches. Like, dude. And he's walking across Jotaro like a bridge. And we see throughout the series that, or rather part 3, that Jotaro, he's very prideful, he has a lot of pride. And Steely Dan, he's like trampling all over his pride, and to see Jotaro beat the fuck out of Steely Dan will just be a huge relief, because Steely Dan, if he doesn't get the shit beat out of him, then there will be no justice. Justice will not be served. And to end off this review, I want to say something that I really enjoyed and that I think is really interesting, how Kakyoin and Polnareff, they can actually like shrink down their stands to go inside Joseph. But the thing with shrinking them down is that it requires a lot of concentration and energy. I guess since they're not used to it, it seeps their energy like really quickly. So they need to do this like fast. Also because of the stand, of course, like that's a huge problem. And there's a flesh bud embedded in Joseph as well. So they have to get the stand and the flesh bud out of there. If Joseph dies because of the flesh bud, then fuck. No, dude. But it's cool to see the stands be used that way, how they can manipulate the size as well. That sounded really but I wonder, if they can make their stands smaller, could they also make them bigger? That wouldn't that require like a huge amount of energy? Okay. And so basically it's gonna, I'm guessing next week it's just gonna be Polnareff and Kakyoin stands versus Steely Dan's stand. And I'm assuming they're obviously gonna get that stand out of there, as well as the flesh bud, and it's just gonna be so freaking hilarious to see Steely Dan get the shit beat out of him by Jotaro. Like, Ora. Like, it's gonna be fucking hilarious. And to end this off, oh my god! Did anyone else laugh? Did anyone else like just laugh their freaking ass off when they saw that? Oh my god! I have to stop the video and play that at least 5 times. Because Joseph, he's a funny motherfucker. And you know what? Oh my god. Oh no! Oh my god! Like, I can't get enough of that. Like, if we get like one oh my god for like every episode, I'm set. Like, that's the anime ever. Okay. That's it for this review. See you guys later. Bye. Video stop there.